Alright, show of hands. Who remembers Dead Island? Now, who remembers anything about Dead Island that wasn't the trailer? Yeah, not only was Dead Island one of the most dishonestly marketed video games, it was also one of the most quickly forgotten zombie games ever released. Which is honestly a shame. It's not a bad game, far from it. Hell, I had a ton of fun with it. Its only problem is it doesn't do much to separate itself from its competition. The main concept of Dead Island is a pretty interesting one, even if the game doesn't capitalize on it all that much. After all, how many zombie stories are set in a tropical island paradise? It honestly helps create an interesting juxtaposition between the scenery and what you end up doing for most of the game. There's also a fair good ideas in the gameplay, even if they are basically lifted from other games that released around the same time. It has a similar co-op structure, level progression, and loot system out of Borderlands, with 4 playable characters, drop-in, drop-out co-op, and skill trees, allowing you to adjust your playstyle and abilities to your personal preference. It also has a focus on melee combat and has a wide variety of weapons you can try out and see just what suits your playstyle, and you can even modify your weapons with items you find in the game world, allowing you to apply effects such as setting enemies on fire, poisoning them, and even electrocuting them. Hell, you can even make a truly destructive grenade by using 2 deodorant cans as some lighter fuel. I am not exaggerating, the Deo bombs are ridiculous. However, despite the fun factor, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't really do anything to stand out on its own, simply lifting ideas from other games. Hell, even the idea for super zombie types is lifted from games like Resident Evil and Left 4 Dead. It essentially feels like an amalgamation of every previous zombie game, TV show, and movie that came out before it, and because of this, Dead Island struggles to find its own identity. Like I said earlier, it's not a bad game, just one I feel like I played about 30 times before. Shame really, there was clearly some promise here.